Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jank Bank, the show where I take your suggestions on any Digimon and make it into a whole deck. Now, this first episode was inspired by somebody on the Digimon Facebook group asking the question, when was Raguelmon's heyday? And I'll tell you what, that day is today, because we've made a whole deck based around just this card. Now, the rules are very simple. Anybody who has an interesting or offbeat deck design that they think would be really interesting to see played, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. And next time I'll make that deck. Go and aim for about one a month, and probably going to be playing it towards the end of the month, and then post up all videos. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right. So for eggs, we're running 4 Tokomons so that you can get that extra card draw from the horrible decisions that we've been making. Next, you're going to run 4 Patamons from BT14. Starting your main phase, you get the free Evo from your security stack, and this makes it so that it's a little bit more memory efficient, and you also get a little bit of extra card draw. Now, this is going to be your only warning for the flashbang rule, because all of these cards are random rarities, artworks, so on and so forth. It was pretty much just whatever I could grab at the time. Continuing on with the rookies, we're going to do 4 Kudomon. Kudomon has an on-play effect to search the top 3 cards of your deck in order to find 1 vaccine, which is most of the deck, and 1 tamer, which are going to be useful for additional plays. The inheritable effect is that if you have 6 or fewer security cards total on field, that's you and your opponent, you get to minus 2k to something on their side of the field for when attacking. Next up, we're going to be running 2 of the EX6 Luxmon. On play, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck and add 1 Digimon card with the Angel or Archangel trait, and 1 card with the 3 Great Angels trait. Those are going to come up just a little bit. And of course, the inheritable is when attacking, as long as it's an Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angels, you draw a card. As always, card draw, very important. Everyone loves card draw. In order to draw more cards, we're going to be running 2 Ukomon. Truth be told, this Ukomon and Luxmon kind of occupy the same space in my heart, in that I hate them both. But we're going to be running 2 Ukomon because I couldn't find 2 other Ukomon to replace the Luxmon. You all know what he does, and don't worry, we'll eventually get rid of him as a society, and we'll be moving on to our utopian lands. And in that same aspect, 4 of the BT14 Angemon. He can Digivolve for cheap over our Patamons if you have him in hand. Also, when attacking, he can get rid of your opponent's virus Digimon without actually deleting them. On deletion, he does also put himself back in the security stack, so he's kind of a mini recover. And then when he's deleted as inheritable, you can play 1 yellow card, or place 1 yellow card with the vaccine trait from your hand at the bottom of the security stack. So once again, a little bit of recovering, because since we're going to be being silly, we're going to need a little bit of extra help. And big time search now. Gatomon on play is going to reveal top 3 cards of your deck and add a yellow Digimon card and a purple Digimon card. There are a few yellow and purple cards in the deck, which is going to make this fairly live. Now, for your turn, while you have it on the field, you can of course Digivolve it, reducing Digivolution cost by 2 as long as it's into an Archangel or Fallen Angel. Alright, so run 4 of those. Next up, we're going to be running 1 Geo Greymon. He is limited to 1, so we run 1. When Digivolving, you can search your security stack for a yellow or red tamer. Spoiler alert, they're not going to be red. You get to play that tamer for free, and then recovery +1 if you did. The inheritable is when one of your red or yellow tamers becomes suspended, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. Next up, we move on to our level 5s. We're going to be running 4 of the BT16 Magna Angemons. Now, this is one of our key combo pieces because on play or when digivolving, you get to search your security stack for level 6, and then you can digivolve with the digivolution cost reduced by 2. And of course, shuffle your security stack, and you may place 1 Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angels from the hand at the bottom of the security stack. During your opponent's turn as an inheritable, all of your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angels gain blocker. So, a defensive piece, and as I said, part of our main combo. A little bit more of the spice, we are going with 2 Raguelmon Vicious modes. These are some of the purple cards you're going to be searching out. On play, when digivolving, you may trash 1 card in your hand. If the card trashed was purple, you delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. If the trash card was yellow, you minus 3k to one of their things. Inheritable on deletion. If this card has 2 or more colors, because future perfect, gain 2 memory. That's going to be very useful for just removal of small floodgate shaped objects that might be getting annoying. All right. Now we're going to do some of the rapid fire weird cards. Continuing our level 5s, we're going to go with 1 of the BT1 Magna Angemons. On play, you get to recover 1. And of course, inheritable, your turn, Digimon gets plus 1k for every 3 cards in your security. Hopefully you have several in your security by that point. We're also going to be playing 1 Magna Angemon Ace so that you can on play or when digivolving. Recovery plus 1, and then minus 1k for each card in your security stack. And lastly, for the level 5s, we go with 1 Raguelmon Ace. On play when digivolving, you may trash 1 card from your security stack in order to minus 6,000 from one of your opponent's Digimon, and all turns, once per turn. If you have 3 or less security, you recover 1. Now, the main inspiration of the deck, we're going to be playing 2 Raguelmons. On play, you can replay a level 6k or less Digimon from your trash for free, or if you have 1 or fewer security cards, you can play 1 Digimon card with Angel or Fallen Angel in traits. Now, that's going to be most of our that's going to be all of our level 5s, including Magna Angemon, who on play once again can digivolve for free. And of course, during the end of your turn, you can DNA digivolve with this Digimon. Now, we are also going to be playing 2 Seraphimon, Shadow Seraphimon Aces. On play when digivolving, you de-digivolve 3 something, then one of your opponents, you de-digivolve 3 one of your opponent's Digimon, and then all turns, when attacks target change, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5,000. And being a blocker, he'll be able to change attack targets all the time. Next up, we're going to be running 2 Cherubimon Aces. He's got Alliance, and on play when digivolving, you get to play a level 4 or lower Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. Then, until the end of your opponent's turn, one of their Digimon gets minus 4k for each of your other Digimon. So, unfortunately, Cherubimon does not count himself, but he'll count everything else. Now, why we play these 2 specifically? Because we also are playing 2 of the Chaosmon Valder Arm. So, secured tech plus 1. It can be DNA digivolved over top of a yellow and a black or green level 6. That means that any 2 of our level 6s counts for his sources. When digivolving for each of its level 6s, you can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Then you gain a memory for each of them. On plays, shut off, and of course, no one's suspending. Being that he also has partition, that means that if you have him out and he is somehow deleted other than by battle, he can then play out the 2 level 6s that you digivolved him over, thus activating your Aces on play effects, Raguelmon's on play effect. And of course, since Raguelmon would be able to play out Magna Angemon, you can then immediately digivolve into something from your security, or just digivolve back into a Chaosmon Valderarm. We're going to be playing 2 TK Takashis. BT1. Look at that. Such an old man for such a young kid. Anyway, so start your turn. He's a memory fixer. On play, you search your security stack for a yellow card, add it to hand, and then recover. If it wasn't yellow, you don't recover. We're going to be playing one of the BT14 TK Takashis because it's limited to 1. On play, you can add your top security card to your hand, and then you may replace it. Now, when something is added to your security stack, you can suspend him to gain a memory. That means that when pretty much anything digivolves from your security stack, you're probably going to be gaining a memory when you add a thing back to it. And of course, you'll be gaining memory when things like Angemon dies. Spoiler alerts for the entire Digimon series. Now, I'm also going to be trying out 1 TK Takashi and Kari Kamiya. Because at the start of my turn on play, I can give one of my yellow Digimon barrier so that it is difficult or impossible to destroy during battle. And of course, when any of my Digimon is played or digivolves, if that Digimon has Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angels in traits, I can suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. Alright. And we're going to be finishing up with our option cards. We're going to be running 2 yellow scrambles so that you can digivolve for cheap and maybe recover from a blowout. We're going to be running 2 physical trainings. Once again, digivolving for cheap and get you a little bit of search going. Since several of the combos are kind of piece intensive, we are also going to be running 2 yellow memory boosts. This is going to allow you to dig deep into your deck and pull out something useful. And of course, for the cheap Digivolution, we are going to be running 2 Emissary of Hope. That allows you to digivolve for free from your security stack into a yellow level 6 or lower Digimon card with a vaccine trait, which most of our cards have. And of course, if you have a tamer out that has TK Takashi in name, then you may recover 1. Otherwise, it's just a -1 to your security. So, in the spirit of Jank Bank, this is not necessarily the best deck that could be made with these cards, but this is 100% off the dome without any kind of playtesting or anything of that nature. So, we're going to see how this goes, and I'm going to post the video on what all happened this week at my locals tournament. Once again, if you want to have your own deck featured in Jank Bank, then post in the comments below what you want me to play or what you want me to build a deck around. All right, thanks very much and have a good one.